I'm kind of happy that this came because I finally can get behind a Hinderer Xm18. So this is the Hinderer Xm18 3-inch flipperless, but let's not waste any more time here. You guys know what time it is. Turn up volume, because here comes some music. Yeah, this is one of those knives that came in from that newest package from Jared. But before we get any further into it, this is a channel called They Will Kill You. He does lists of like 7 things that have things that go wrong. So I think this is 7 times bragging went wrong, things like that. It's a fun channel. It's done in a pretty good format, and it's a lot of fun. So like I said, I can't support him financially, but I can send you guys their direction to help support him with some views. So support the channels you love, guys. All right, so this is the Hinderer Xm18 3-inch non-flipper, and I have had problems with Hinderers, the way they feel in hand and things like that. I love the Xm18 design. It's just that I've never been able to get one that the flipper tab didn't bother me, so this one came in. This is going to be a quick video. It's just first impressions, no price list, no no descriptors. I'm not going to get into specs and things like that. I'm just going to basically give you the first impressions. And I have to admit, I have to admit that I carried this a little longer than I typically would have for first impressions, but that's because I had the issue with the corrupted files. So we're just basically reshooting this. So let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's take a look at it from above. All right, guys. So what are we looking at? Well, like I said in the intro, this is the Hinderer Xm18 3-inch non-flipper. Jared told me he thought he had a Hinderer that I might really like. As a matter of fact, I have 2 Hinderers here at the house because I'm also going to film first impressions of this knife, probably today or tomorrow. This is, like I said, the Xm18 3-inch non-flipper, and I have to agree. The thing that always got in my way when it came to Hinderers was the flipper tab. I loved the knife. I loved the design. I liked the aesthetics, and then I'd get it in hand and it just was uncomfortable because the flipper tabs on them, Rick has done his flipper tabs and they're almost completely backwards to what I would expect a flipper tab to be. And then when I carry that knife, then I'm uncomfortable because it's got a really hooked area that digs into my big sausage fingers. So he sent this one and I'm digging it. This is actually not as typical. I would have only carried this for like maybe a couple hours when I did first impressions. I had already filmed a first impressions video of this and it was in that stuff that got lost. So I've actually been carrying this on and off for probably, about a week. And it spent a good time in my pocket the first couple days, and then I used it. And so my only complaint on this is that it is still really thick. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. So this is the micarta one. Micarta has done really well. All the machining and milling and everything, as I would expect from Rick over at Hinderer Knives, is spot on. Now I'm not sure 100% if this is an aftermarket scale. It does not look like it to me. Yeah, it may be because it doesn't completely marry up in there. I would say this probably might be an aftermarket scale, but this is a micarta overlay on a liner. So this scale has a steel liner or a titanium liner and it's on. I'd say this is probably aftermarket, but I don't know. I'll find out for sure when we do the video. All the screws and everything nice and flush, nice and clean. All the internal workings. Thumb studs on this. I've heard a couple people say that they don't like the thumb flipper action because they actually feel like you squeeze in on that lock bar. I do not have that issue, but then again, I like a good strong detent anyway, so it might just be that I am not having a problem with it. Grind on a blade is gorgeous. It is a beautiful, beautifully done drop point blade. It's got a nice curvature that I really like that gets me down on the work up here so that I can use that front part and not have my hands be hitting. That's my big problem with some knives. like you have to adjust your grip. This, if I just wanted to, like, if I was cutting cardboard and I just wanted to do some cuts and cut some cardboard, that's like the perfect angle right there. I'm not hitting my knuckles on stuff. Like I said, the pocket clip is not bad. I'm still not such a fan of pocket clips that sweep up like this spoon type pocket clip that come up so high. I don't think they really need to come up that high. But on this smaller version, it's not bad. It doesn't hit any place where it's uncomfortable. It sits just about right in my hand where it's not uncomfortable. Action on these newer Hinderers is amazing. Finish on a blade, stone wash. It's a nice drop point. CPM 20 CV. So I don't know what he's running it at. I am going to have to sharpen this. I've tried to do a couple things with this, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in on it and see. Jared told me when he sent me these, he's like, I can't attest to the edge on these. The edge is not great. It definitely is going to need sharpen. I've stropped it a couple times hoping that just stropping it would do it. But I'm probably going to have to sharpen this. I can see that there's some inconsistencies on the edge right up there. It's just not wanting to cut the way I want. So I'm probably going to sharpen this before I do a full review. But like I said, all the milling and everything, beautiful. It's got a steel lock bar insert, ceramic detent ball. There is zero friction in this. It's not quite drop shut. You know what I mean? It's not drop shut, but it's just shy of drop shuts. Really, really nice action on this. And it's just an attractive knife. All the Hinderers are beautiful, and I want to love them. And this is the first one that I've had that came in, really, that was just so comfortable that I'm like, yeah, I can get behind this. I just wish, if I was to own this knife, I'm going to say right now, even before I do a final review, this would get a regrind. This would probably be sent to John over at BGM Knives and have a regrind done on this to just thin this out, because it is a little thick. I mean, even by feeling it, I'm like, wow, that's thick. So, all right, guys, that's just some first impressions. That is a beautiful, beautiful knife. I always like the way the Hinderers look. Like I said, this is the first one that was actually comfortable in my hand. So let's turn this around and do some final thoughts. So yeah, guys, like I said, really happy that Jared sent me this. I can really get behind this. I like this, and I've gotten to where, guys, I really am starting to dig the smaller knives. I still carry my Norseman and things like that, but the 3-inch size, it's just really up my alley. I really find it very appealing to have a knife that is not quite as big and bulky. It clears up a lot of space in your pocket, and it's still extremely functional. Now this one, I'm hoping that I can get past. I'm hoping that I can get past the thickness of the blade. They are a little thick, but I carry other knives that are thick behind the edge, and I still dig them. So I think that the problem I'm gonna have with this is this one needs sharpened. So that's about it on this, guys. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down, but please try to tell me why. I can't change content if I don't know what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, sometimes it's just as simple as sharing the video, sharing the channel with people you think would enjoy watching it. It brings new people to the channel. But if you do want to support the channel financially, I have a multitude of ways to do it. I have a membership tab down below, a membership link that gets you entered into exclusive giveaways. You get exclusive content. You get early access to videos. Depending on tier, there's all kinds of different benefits for it. I have a merchandise shop, or merchandise store, where you can get my shirts. There's also a merch store it's tied to the entire Ember shirt co thing with their company, where you can go on there and get any of their shirts. And I have a coupon code for either of those, my merch store or their storefront, that saves you 10% at checkout. It's CrazySharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, all one word, CrazySharp. Saves you 10% at checkout. And then there's all kinds of affiliate links down below, tools, knives, things like that, that if you're interested in the things that I use or some of the knives you've seen, I put affiliate links down there, and if you click on it, in any shopping you do after you click through a link, I get credit for it. So I get paid for you guys doing something you were going to do anyway. So, guys, that's it. I love you all. Be good to each other. Keep it clean in the comments section below. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I will see you in the next video.